Kunj Wagwala portion. The topic we have today is IELTS, and for the students of 9th and 10th Gujarati and English medium. Now, there are a number of students who have come across this word IELTS. Now, what is the full form of IELTS? The full form of IELTS is International English Testing System. So, this is the full form of IELTS, International English Language Testing System. So, there are two types of IELTS we have. One is general and the second one is academic. Now, academic exam is mainly for the students, those who want to study overseas. For them, they have to appear for the IELTS examination. And the second category of examination we have, that is general, and general IELTS is only meant for those who want to work overseas or those who want to get PR in different countries. So now there are two formats we have of IELTS examination. One is general and the second one is academic. Now there are total 4 modules we have in IELTS examination. When you appear for the IELTS examination, you need to appear for all 4 modules. I am going to write down over here all 4 modules. The first module we have, that is listening. The second one is reading. The third module, that is writing. And the fourth one, we have speaking. So now there are total 4 modules we have in IELTS. Students, I am not going to take all 4 modules in this video, but particularly specifically I am going to focus only on listening. Now in IELTS, this is the first module of IELTS, and there is always a sequence we have in IELTS, that is L, R, W, S. This is the sequence we have. We cannot say speaking first or writing, but this is the sequence we have always, that is L, R, W, S. L for listening, R for reading, W for writing, and S for speaking. So this is the sequence we have in IELTS. As I mentioned before, that I am going to focus only on listening. Now, what is listening? So listening is meant for 30 minutes. So I write down over here, it is 30 minutes. Okay. And in 30 minutes, there are total 4 parts we have. Part 1, part 2, part 3 and part 4. So now there are, in whole listening, when you do IELTS listening, the duration of IELTS listening is 30 minutes, and there are how many parts we have? There are total 4 parts. Part 1, part 2, part 3 and part 4. Earlier, the word was section. Section 1, section 2, section 3 and section 4. But later on, they changed the word. Now it is part 1, part 2, part 3 and part 4. You cannot call section, but you need to call it part. Okay. Now, in part 1, part 2, part 3 and part 4, I am going to focus only on part 1. In this video, I am going to give you some strategies and tips before you start your listening of part 1. What type of questions that you are going to face in IELTS listening. So first is orientation and place. The second one we have inquiring information. The third we have mastering the alphabet. And the fourth one, that is mastering the number and dates. Students, this is the first part of IELTS listening. These 4 types of questions that you are going to face. I am going to give you a brief introduction. I am going to give you a brief explanation of all 4 types of questions in IELTS listening part 1. What is the meaning of orientation and place? Now, first of all, you need to understand orientation. What is the meaning of orientation? Orientation means something that you need to understand, something at the beginning at the place, and to know something about a particular place. That is called orientation, to know something. That is called orientation a place. So when you start students IELTS listening part 1, there are a lot of things that they are going to speak in the audio, and in the audio you are going to have orientation at place. That means audio where you need to understand, you need to listen, and there is a lot of information about place, and the information about orientation at place. That should be a sport club, school, college, admission process. It can be anything, but it is all about what orientation at place. So you need to get a lot of information about place. The second one, we have inquiring information. Now what is the meaning of inquiring information? Inquiring information means there is an audio going on. While listening to the audio, you need to get the information about what is being said in the audio. So it is inquiring information. It can be a school or college where a student wants to get an admission. So how the students is getting an information from school or college. So this is a type of questions that you are going to get. So it is inquiring information. The third, we have mastering the alphabet. Now what is the meaning of mastering the alphabet? When you come across IELTS listening part 1, there are a lot of alphabet is being said in the audio. And when you get the name of a college, university, club, or name of any city or a country, they say in an alphabet name of any country. So how it is said? So they say in an alphabet. You need to understand, you need to listen to it very attentively, then only get. Sometimes in the audio, it will make you confused, it will make you baffled. So what you need to do, you need to understand the alphabet, you need to listen to it very carefully, the audio, and sometimes in the initial stage when the audio starts, they say, okay, it is sorry, this is not the name of the restaurant, and again they pronounce the word. So what you need to do, you need to listen to it very carefully, the alphabet. The fourth type of questions that we have in IELTS listening, that is mastering the number and dates. Now mastering the number and dates means here the date and number, it can be said in the audio. So what you need to do, you need to listen to it very carefully, because many times that you get confused with the number and dates also, because there are various formats of saying dates, April 13 or 13 April. So there are and number also. The number is 30 and 13. So there is a vast difference between 30 and 13. But the conversation goes on. You need to listen to it, and when you get confused, you are not sure about whether you need to write 30 or you need to write 13. So for that also you need to understand, listen to it very carefully. So these are the 4 types of questions we have in IELTS listening part 1. Students, now I am going to give you tips and strategies. Students, I have explained to you the 4 types of IELTS listening part 1. At the initial stage, what are the things that you need to keep in mind when you start just listening? At the first stage, or for the beginners, what they need to keep in mind when they do IELTS listening part 1. I have written over here some strategies. There are total 4 strategies we have in IELTS listening specifically for part 1. What are the things that you need to keep in mind? Okay. So IELTS listening, when you start, when you begin, just you put up your headphones. Always you need to understand, just listen. Just listen means what? Just you put up your headphones and start listening part 1 only. Do not worry about part 2, part 3 and part 4. What you need to do at the initial stage, where you need to get or where you need to familiar with the words, what you need to do, only just listen. You are not going to get answers of part 1 or part 2. What you need to do, the first thing that you need to do is just listen. Do not get answers. Only you need to listen, get familiar with the words, accent, language, audio. Just listen. The second strategy we have over here, student, that is, do not try to get answer. Now do not try to get answer means what? There are a lot of students and they have tendency of getting answers. I know the first part is so easy, you will get all answers. but do not write answers, only listen. When you listen, what happens? You will get familiar with the words, you will get familiar with the audio, how it is being said. So what you need to do not get answers, only listen. If you don't understand the first time, listen for the second time. If you don't understand for the second time also, listen for the third time. So only listen, do not try to get answers even though you know the answers. Okay. The third one we have, write in your mother tongue. Now this is a very crucial part, I would say, very crucial strategy I have written over here. Why write in your mother tongue? Because you may think that this is an English test we have. And why do I write in mother tongue? Why? Because you need to write in your mother tongue. Because when you complete IELTS listening for 30 minutes, 10 minutes is given extra to transfer your answer in an answer sheet. So when you get extra 10 minutes and while listening the audio, you get extra 10 minutes after completing the audio. So during audio or during listening, you can write down the answer in your mother tongue. But when you get 10 minutes extra to transfer your answer, there you need to just write the particular answer in English. So you will get 10 minutes. And make sure that you can write your answer in 7 or 8 minutes. You can keep some time in span so you can correct your spelling, or whatever you have written in your mother tongue, you can just make the correct spelling. Okay. Now the fourth strategy we have over here, that is correct your spellings. Now correct your spelling, how can you? Definitely, as I said before, that you get 10 minutes and within 10 minutes you can correct your spelling. So when you get extra 10 minutes to transfer your answer, there are number of students do the same thing, that you need to correct your spelling. So because many times what happens, there are two modules that you work on, because you listen also and you need to write down answers also. So when listening goes on, there are number of students come across this problem that they write wrong spelling, but when they get extra 10 minutes to transfer the answers, they will make the correct spelling. So this is one of the strategies we have over here. You need to correct your spelling. Now the fifth one we have, guess your answer. Now guess your answer means what? Yes, sometimes there are number of students, they leave the boxes, nothing they write and just they leave the boxes. But sometimes what happens, when the listening goes on, you think or you assume or you guess that this is the particular answer that I have written, and I think this is the correct one and I will get the answer of it. So do not leave any box blank. You need to write something or the other. Sometimes you may get correct the answer. So this is the fifth strategy we have, guess your answer. So you can guess something or write something or the other in the box, because in an answer sheet there are 40 boxes. In each box you need to write down your answer. So guess your answer sometime and you can write down something or the other. You may get correct, but do not leave the box blank. Okay, and students, these are the 5 strategies I have explained to you, and the types of questions that you can have in listening part 1. I hope students you have understood these strategies of IELTS listening, especially for beginners and those who are doing listening for the first time. And I hope that you have understood these listening strategies of IELTS listening part 1. Students, for your assessment test, I am going to attach one more audio for your assessment test of listening part 1. There you can come to know how many questions that you can come across and how much you get. Thank you, students.
Cambridge IELTS 2 by the University of Cambridge Local Examination Syndicate. Published by Cambridge University Press, 2000. This recording is copyright. Cassette 1, Side 1. Test 1. You will hear a number of different recordings and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 sections. Write all your answers in the listening question booklet. At the end of the test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer your answers to an answer sheet. Now turn to Section 1. Section 1. Louise wants to join a video library. You will hear a conversation between Louise and the owner of the video library. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 5. You will see that there is an example that has been done for you. On this occasion only, the conversation relating to this will be played first.
Oh, hello. I'd like to join the video library.
OK, would you like to fill in the application form now?
Yes, I can do it now.
Hold on and I'll get a form. Now, I'll just ask you a few questions and then I'll get you to sign at the bottom.
Right.
What's your full name?
Louise Cynthia Jones.
Jones.
Yes, that's right.
Louise's surname is Jones, so Jones has been written on the form. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully to the conversation and answer questions 1 to 5.
Oh, hello. I'd like to join the video library.
OK, would you like to fill in the application form now?
Yes, I can do it now.
Hold on and I'll get a form. Now, I'll just ask you a few questions and then I'll get you to sign at the bottom.
Right.
What's your full name?
Louise Cynthia Jones.
Jones.
Yes, that's right.
OK. And what's your address?
Apartment 1, 72 Black Street, Highbridge.
Black Street. That's just round the corner, isn't it?
Yes.
OK, so the postcode is 2085, right?
Yes, 2085.
And your telephone number? I need both home and work.
Home is 9835-6712, and work is 9456-1309. Do you need any ID or anything like that?
Yes, we need your driver's license number. That is, if you have one.
Yes, I know it off by heart. It's an easy one. 2020BD. Do you need to see it?
Yes, I'm afraid I do.
Here.
Right, thanks. And could you tell me your date of birth, please?
25 July, 1977.
That's the most important part out of the way, but could I just ask you a few questions for a survey we're conducting?
Okay.
Before the conversation continues, you have some time to look at questions 6 to 10. Now listen carefully and answer questions 6 to 10.
What kind of videos do you prefer to watch? Have a look at this list.
Well, I love anything that makes me laugh. I just love to hear jokes and funny punchlines. I'm not very keen on westerns, although my father likes them. But I'm a real softie, so anything with a bit of a love story is good for me. It doesn't matter how old. Not musicals, though. They're too much.
Anything else?
I'm completely taken by documentaries of the great outdoors. You know the sort. Animals, plants, and faraway places. I saw a wonderful one on dolphins last week. It was amazing.
Now, I think that's all from me, except I need you to sign here on the line. Here's a pen. Oh, and I nearly forgot the membership fee. $25 refundable if you leave the library for any reason.
There you are. And do I sign here?
Yes, that's it. You can borrow videos now if you like, but your card won't be ready until next week. You can come and pick it up when you bring your first videos back. That is, if you want to take some now.
Yes, I'd like to. I'll have a look around.
Fine.
That is the end of section 1. You will now have half a minute to check your answers. Now turn
Cambridge Practice Tests for IELTS 1 by Vanessa Jakeman and Claire McDowell. Published by Cambridge University Press, 1996. This recording is copyright. Cassette 1, Side 1. Practice Test 1. You will hear a number of different recordings, and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 sections. Write all your answers in the listening question booklet. At the end of the test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer your answers to an answer sheet. Now turn to section 1 of your question booklet. Section 1. You will hear a telephone conversation between a woman and a police officer. First, look at questions 1 to 5. For each of the questions, 4 alternatives are given. Decide which of the alternatives, A, B, C, or D, best fits what you hear on the tape, and circle the appropriate letter. You will see that there is an example which has been done for you. On this occasion only, the conversation relating to the example will be played first.
Good evening, City Police Station. Can I help you?
Oh, hello. I'd like to report a stolen briefcase, please.
Just a minute and I'll put you through.
The woman says she wants to report a stolen briefcase, so A has been circled. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Now listen carefully to the first part of the conversation, and answer questions 1 to 5.
Good evening, City Police Station. Can I help you?
Oh, hello. I'd like to report a stolen briefcase, please.
Just a minute and I'll put you through.
Lost property, can I help you?
Oh, yes. I've had my briefcase stolen.
Okay, I'll take some details. Tell me what it looks like, first of all.
Well, it's a soft leather one, you know, not a heavy box type like a man's.
And how does it close?
It's got buckles at the front, 2 of them. They're gold-plated ones.
Fine. Was it locked?
No, I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Any distinguishing features?
Pardon?
Any marks or badges on it that make it stand out?
Only the brand name.
And where's that?
It's on the back, at the bottom in the left-hand corner. It's saggy. Oh, and there's a scratch. It's quite bad, but small, directly above the brand name. I did it recently, putting it on my bike.
I got that. So, what did you have inside the briefcase?
Well, all my papers from college. It's so frustrating, but thank goodness for computers. I haven't lost them completely.
Yes, you're lucky.
I had my wallet in my pocket, so I didn't lose that. but there were also my pens, which I got for my birthday, and a novel I was planning to read on the train.
Right. Where exactly did you lose the briefcase?
Well, I couldn't believe it. I was standing on the platform. It was right next to me.
You were holding it?
I'd just put it down on the floor, but I could almost feel it beside me. I was watching for my train because sometimes it comes early, and then next time I looked, my briefcase wasn't there.
And what time was this?
It must have been about 5:20. No, a bit later. I'd say 5:30 because it was just getting crowded and the train normally comes at about 25 to 6.
Before they continue their conversation, look at questions 6 to 10. As you listen to the rest of the conversation, complete the form by filling in the numbered spaces 6 to 10.
Right. If you'll just give me some personal details.
Yes,
What name is it?
I'm Mary Prescott.
Can you spell that?
Yes, it's Prescott.
And your address?
Flat 2, 41 Fountain Road, Canterbury.
Fountain Road.
Yes, number 41.
And have you got a contact telephone number?
Yes, it's 752239.
752239. Fine. One last question. What would you say the value of your briefcase is?
Including the contents?
Yes. Just a rough estimate is fine.
I'm not sure. Well, the briefcase itself is quite new. I bought it last month for £40. I suppose about £65. The contents are worth about £20 or £25 at least.
That's fine. Well, if you could come down to the station tomorrow, you can sign this form and have a look at what we've got here.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Goodbye.
That is the end of section 1.